you've worked with and partnered with a lot of talent acquisition people. What are some of the attributes of a talent acquisition person that you think make them really successful?
At the end of the day, they got to care. I mean, they really want to do a good job. They're not just trying to, fill a rec and solve for the talent acquisition metrics, which is, fill rate, time to fill, all those kind of metrics, which we're all familiar with, cost per hire, all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, they want to make sure they're putting the right person in the right seat on a bus that's going to go on a long journey. And that's what they really need to care about. I have seen both. And it depends on the different levels of the organizations. But the ones that, stick out to me as the ones that really get it, and quite frankly, are still there several years now after I've, started in the talent acquisition space, those are the best ones with the highest Glassdoor ratings, et cetera, because they really care about putting the right person in the right seat on the bus. And they're willing to put in the time and not just solve for the TA metrics.
I love that. Based on everything you've learned through all of your experiences, the culmination of your experiences, your degree, and all the stuff you did in the CPG, etc. How does that translate to the advice you give youth athletes? Like, how do you?
This is a really easy answer for me because I went through this yesterday.
I love easy answers.
So on my podcast, I had a former Olympian for the U.S. Olympic team back in 2014. And her advice was, you got to go out of your way to show that you know your stuff. And I played the episode for my daughter, who is now applying to look at different prep schools for hockey academies. And she had an interview yesterday, and she listened to that episode. And between the time she listened to the episode and she had the interview, she spent about 2 hours doing the research on what questions should I ask, who am I meeting with, what do I need to know. And just to be clear, my daughter's 14 years old. This is a life experience for her, of her developing some skills. That's the reason why she really plays hockey, is really around life experiences. She plays hockey great. I'm happy. That's wonderful. She doesn't have to. She is not living my dream. She's living her dream. And so whatever success she has with hockey is great, and I'm going to support it. But really what I care about is that she gets life skills from going through this process. And this is no different than any person who is going through a talent acquisition process. Go do your research. Go know who your customer is that's trying to hire you, so go and figure out who you're meeting with, what's important to them, what's important to their organization, and come prepared. And, my daughter, quite frankly, knocked it out of the park because she spent the whole time asking them questions, and they didn't have to ask her questions, which is more the uncomfortable part for her. No different for anything else in any job that you're going for, unless the company is in stealth mode and you don't know anything about the company. You have so many resources today, which has obviously changed so dramatically in the last 25 years. Your ability to understand who you're meeting with, the company, their financial results, their products, the network of folks that with them, your ability to come so well prepared and have your ducks in a row before you ever talk to somebody at the company is so critical. And I mean, I can go on and on about additional creative things that you can do to show that you really want a job. That is really important. But bottom line is, it's up to you. You need to sell yourself. It's not for them to sell you on why you would be a good fit for them.